Hello, everybody, all the beautiful souls out there. Had a dream last night, and are you married? Is your marriage established? The soul, feminine, and the groom, masculine, Christ, the soul, spirit. Have you established your marriage, and what is this love? What is this love? In my dream, the Father showed me that this love is completely different to what I've thought about, I've experienced ever in my life. You know, you think that you've been in love before. It's just not the truth. The love that was established, where the Christ comes down and joins the soul and marries you in spirit, and your that is your twin, and then your masculine and your feminine are whole again. So what it kind of showed me was we may need to empty our cup and what we think love truly is, because when I met with my feminine counterpart in spirit, it was very different to what I thought love was in all of my past, or to what I think love was. So this is hard to explain, but every fiber and every part of me was the same. Even my reaction would have been was the same as that reaction. And what I'm getting at is that when we've established this marriage of the bride and groom, the brood, we'll just acronym the brood. When we establish the brood, the marriage, when we establish this marriage within us, and that redemption is there in its full, complete form, and this is through faith too, because and so the redemption's there in its complete form. And then when I woke up, the Father showed me and told me that keep this establishment of the marriage that's within you, and then all things will be added to you in the physical. And I'm saying this because we are seeking for an outside love. We're seeking to be loved, and and it's kind of a dressed up love that we're seeking, and that we're seeking outside of ourselves for. And we can be confused that is it the Father's established commitment, or the Father's established love, or is it... Oh, I'm getting a bit interrupted here, but is it the Father's established love? And what I'd realized, that when I'd established this just in my dream, it was just a together, a meeting this, but it was one and something that never felt, seen, heard, or experienced ever, which made me go in and change my mind on what I think love is, and what I think marriage truly is. And so the Father wants us to establish this first in its complete form, and then all things outside of it will be added, and you will know. And he put that in my heart. It's like, if you feel this establishment that's occurred in you, that establishment will occur in the physical, will manifest in the physical as well, the exact same way. But this needs to be established first. So the established marriage of Christ. And as time goes on right now, as we're walking in this way, and we're seeing the things going on around us, and we're staying neutral and observing these things so that we can gather the wisdom and discernment of what truly is happening and who the Father truly is in all of this. Yeah, as we move forward in this, we are virtually focusing on the established marriage of the bride and groom in us, in the soul, and the spirit, and the spirit. And there, once we start walking in this, then we won't have a concern for, am I going to be alone? Is there something out there, or is this? Because from what I felt when I held on to my feminine counterpart, my true spiritual marriage, the bride, I felt this feeling that there's nothing that you need except that. And so I just thought I'd express my dream the best that I could. In this dream too, that your counterpart, when your marriage is established within yourself, your counterpart is every part of you. And even if I felt like I wanted to turn away, I couldn't. And even if I felt like I wanted to get on my knees and in gratitude, or get on my knees and cry, that counterpart was in the exact same place that I was in. So that would have occurred in front of me. So I actually hugged this faceless female, and first I stood before her, and it was a knowing, and all my fiber was her fiber, all my being was her being, all of me was her, and everything that we did was established at the exact same time, in the exact same way, as if we were one. And that was quite tremendous, because that also showed me that everything that you're seeking for, son, the Father says, everything that you're seeking for and want or desire is not real. It's not real. And I knew that because of the feeling and that marriage that I felt. I knew that there's nothing I've ever felt before, nothing I will ever feel again. It was a one-time thing that was eternal and forever. And so, how can this help us all? Well, we more than ever are moving inwards, and we are establishing this true marriage, this true love, the essence of the Father, the truth. And it's far from what we ever thought possible or thought true. This is why Yeshua asks us to empty our cup, captivate our thoughts continuously into it's an eternal process, an eternal thing that we stand in and stay in, because we have to get rid of all the images that the mind and the thoughts can try and drag in or try and create inside our minds, because the true marriage is something that we will have never experienced until it's experienced, and we will never experience again until it's experienced, because it is what it is at that time. And when you stay in that experience, you are not going to experience that connection and that first established marriage. We're not going to feel that again, because now we are married. We are in it. So that's something to look forward to, but it's something for us to make sure that we keep make sure that we keep emptying our cup, make sure that we keep captivating our thoughts, and try not to create an image of who we think Jesus is, who we think Mary is, all of these different things. Let's try not create an image on all of the information that has been passed down and throughout the ages. Try not create an image on these, because it can cause us to not fully embrace and become that established that established one in the Father with our counterpart or our feminine aspect or our masculine aspect or whatever in this physical. And then to just know that these things will be added to you if we stand in this marriage. And that's the best way I can explain it, because the Father is so beautiful and so unpredictable that he's new every moment, every time, every thought, everything is new. And that's another reason why Yeshua was saying to do that. We've got to take away the old and allow the new to come through. And it's going to be completely new. It's going to be something that you've never experienced, never seen, never felt, never touched, never heard. All of these things. That's the Father in us. And it is always new. So we will stand in this. So longing for outward comfort and all those things, and you know, all that type of stuff, it changes when this is established in you. You still will go through areas where you're longing for companionship in this physical, but like I said, if we can stand in this establishment of the Father's love and his feminine, masculine aspect here in this physical, if we can stand in its first and foremost and be bride and groom, Christ, in one, in union, all these things will be added. So let your heart not be concerned if things aren't being added. And accepting all things that come forward, accepting them as they are for you to learn from or for you to grow on with no judgment, but accepting all things that come forth for your experience to strengthen or to move closer into the Father, or to establish this place, this marriage. That's important. That's the most important thing we can do right now, whilst there's lots of things going on. And we can feel this love. And yeah, it may differ from what your thoughts of love was, what your thoughts of marriage in Christ is. I'm not even going to say it may differ. It will differ. It will differ from what you've ever experienced, known, or thought. And emptying our cup means that we can now embrace the new experiences, the new thoughts, the new processing, the new things of the Father, whilst the enemy is eating his tail in this. And stand firm. That's the best way I can put it this morning. It was just a little something, but I think the Father's just trying to say that just open your minds, open your hearts to him, and embrace this commitment more, and then that love will be established within yourself and the bride and groom. So much love, everybody.
Oh, yeah,
I'll see you soon.